Hello, hello. I'm going to get some links out and then I will start. Discord. Ba-da-da-dum. Hello, hello. If you can hear me all right. I'll wait for anybody to show up. Wednesday might just be a better day to do this. I should just... I'm really thinking either Wednesday or Sunday, because Sunday, I'm not exhausted after work. But I have stuff to do this Sunday. I think I am live. Should I stream I Wanna Hug That Gator again to torture you people? I could play it through again and just do the ending 4, the good ending. Or the best ending. For some reason, every year or so, I keep thinking maybe I should just switch to doing this on Twitch, but I need consistency. And I need to have something to keep this channel alive, to show that I'm still here, especially since it's been 10 years. Coming, I think, this June. Because I'm an old man now. Consistency. And I need... Let's give it a couple more minutes and then I'll start. I'll do the intro. Let me turn the music up a little to let you guys enjoy it. Oh, there we go. I think there's people watching now. Yeah, it seems there's people showing up. I'll give it another minute and then I'll start. Do not be shy about using the chat. Okay, I better start soon. Yeah, a few more people have shown up. Okay. Well, no time like the present, so I guess I'll get started. Hello, hello, welcome to a chill stream. I have some rant topics I'd want to go after, but it's been a very stressful day at work. So, let's relax with one of my new favorite genres, which is card-based roguelikes. Which is bizarre because I have not yet played Balatro or Slay the Spire, but I played a bunch of the other ones. And this is one of them. This is Cobalt Core. It's a fairly new game, in which it's very similar to FTL, in which you are in a spaceship trying to get from one sector to another, and there's a boss fight at the end. But I think it's got a lot of improvements over FTL, and you play as cute little animals or dinosaurs. And what I liked, as opposed to Starless Abyss, which I'll get to again at some point, is I can at least choose a new slot and a new save thing, because on my current one that I've been playing, as you can see, I have unlocked, I think, all but one of the characters. I have another ship up, unlocked, and I'm probably going to get this one next. And the story just kind of progresses as you're playing, and it feels very natural, so let's start a whole brand new one and see what's what. Cobalt active terminal version 3120, loading personality core corrupted. So we're functionally stuck in a time loop. Personality core patched, encrypting memory bank. Restarting personality core. Hello, cat.exe. Hey, wake up. Ugh, my head. Okay, good, your vitals seem stable. What's happening? I had to wake you all up from cryo-sleep early. There wasn't enough time to fully restore your memories. My memories? I needed those. I assume. Sorry, I had no choice. The command terminal will only respond to meat-based life forms. And there's a ship off the bow, powering up their weapons. Everyone to the bridge, now. Play the cards. To outwit your opponent, you draw 5 cards each turn. Each card costs energy. A card's energy cost is shown in the top left. You get 3 energy. You get 3 energy each turn. Use it or lose it. Energy does not last between turns. Attack your enemy with attack cards. So this, I know how to play, but I'll go through the tutorial again to show you guys, because this is also just kind of a recommend of this game. So yeah, you have your cards, attack, other effects, defense, all that stuff. Attack. You can always see what an enemy is planning to do. This enemy intends to attack you for 1 damage. Let's block their attack with some shield. Basic block. You still got 1 energy. Play the rest of this turn out yourself. So what I'm going to do is, because he can attack 1, I don't really have to worry about that. But he might attack again. So I'm going to do a shield surge. Shield, we have a limited capacity for our shields, but we can also upgrade that, or we can top that off with a temporary shield. So now when he attacks us, we're out of energy. We can't do anything. There are cards that cost 0 energy, but we don't run into them yet. Yikes, it's a big attack. So this is the other big thing of the aspect of the game, is you have a dodge. What I like about this game over FTL is you have a little bit more control over what you're going to do, as opposed to trying to have to do everything in real time. We can evade, use evade to dodge attacks, play this card again to gain 1 evade. Statuses are shown below your ship. Some have passive effects, others are used as resources. Evade is a status you can use to move around. Spend 1 evade to dodge the shot. Any evade you don't use will carry into the future. So you can bank evade, you just can't bank energy between... Well, you can... Yeah, you can't bank energy throughout the turns, but you can bank evade. So you got the basics down. Remember, you can always hover over the cards, characters, or anything else for more info. Good luck out there. So, now I think we have the freedom. So we have our main characters that you start out with. We've got Dizzy, your science officer. His cards are mostly shielding and shield manipulation. Riggs, your pilot. Her cards are mostly flexible movement and card draw. Perry, your weapons officer. Her cards are mostly attacks and instant movement. So yeah, each character does have a kind of focus, which once you unlock other ones, it does kind of... It makes it figure out who you gotta sacrifice or which characters' cards will kind of work with each other. But I'll show you. So we can do what we need. I'm wondering if we can get a multi-shot, so I'm just gonna do a draw shot. And there we go. We got multi-shot, does 2 damage. Can't do anything else, so we're gonna skip the turn. Gonna do that. Attack, attack. I really like this game. It's got a nice, relaxing art style, and I love the music. It's very relaxing, which kind of helps calm you down while you're playing. This can kind of get stressful, but again, unlike FTL, you can take your time. Good one. Yahoo! And we can't add any more shields, so we're just gonna bank and dodge. We can wait. Okay. So, because we have enough shield, I'm gonna tank the shot. I'm gonna do 2 attacks. And we're gonna go over here. Attack. Then we're done. Boom. And every once in a while, every victory, you either get a new card, or you can also get artifacts, which are kind of like permanent buffs. So Warp Prep, gain 1 shield and 1 evade on the first turn, which is good. So that gets us another extra movement. Battle Repair is a nice one. Beam Wave. It's a piercing attack, so that means you don't have to worry about shields. Temporary, remove exhaust. It'll... What's the difference between temporary and exhaust, then? Maybe that's from an older build, but, yeah. This is just a temporary card. You can only play it once. Battle Repair is good if you play it early, yeah, it does help heal, which is good for between battles. So I think I'm going to take... Beamwave is good, though. I think I'm going to do Battle Repair. Okay, I'm starting to remember. Right, the Cobalt, the Hyperdrive. Yeah, you blew it up. Maybe. I vaguely remember pushing a button. Then the white light. Yeah, you blew it up. Guys, shut up. You have this argument every loop. I've heard it 517 times now. Fine. Oh. Excuse the fire alarm. I live actually really close to the a fire station. Alright, we've got the coordinates of the Cobalt programmed in. Let's get there and stop the time loop. So that's the basic rundown of the story. See, Riggs remembers. Usually she's the last one. I'm improving. So, kind of like FTL, you can have different encounters. So this one, it's an unknown energy signature. It's sure to be something interesting. Common energy encounter. I want an unusually strong one, because then we can get an artifact. So I'm going to go down the the middle route. So I think we're fighting robots. Objects in the mid-row are between you and the enemy ship and can block attacks. They are much weaker than a ship and will be destroyed if they're hit by anything at all, unless they have a shield. Be careful, the enemy is going to launch an object. We don't know what it is yet. So yeah, there are drones and missiles in this game too. The missiles, will launch and are kind of a one-time thing. Or you can also have drones, which will either launch out damage, or they will launch a shield back at you. You will have opportunities to, flip them back around, even missiles. So I don't want him healing himself. So I'm going to take away the drone with multi-shot and do a damage to the shield. Then I'm going to prepare for when he shoots out his missile. And we can even see he's got a missile bay. He's going to launch something. Shield surge, block shot. So, now he's got a missile, or he's got an attack drone. That does 2 damage. So, I'm going to see if I can get a movement, because I can only move one. So, I'm going to do a draw shot. I can't do that. Now, what I could do is I could do a dodge and take out the drone. Which, I think I might just do that. And gain a temporary shield as well. But I'd rather just try and get the battle over earlier, or as fast as possible. See, okay, yeah, the enemy does tend to move erratically. Don't really need to do anything without this guy right now. About the drones right now. There we go. Alright, so if I want to move... I feel like we're going to get hit no matter what. So it might be better just to shield up. Draw 2 cards, see what we can get. Yeah, I can't really do anything, so let's just get a heal, or get a movement, and we can tank the shot because we still have enough shield. So let's get rid of this guy here. Do that, and do that. Now, next turn, we should be able to take him out. So really, I don't care about any of this now. Because watch this. Done. Now we can move. Now we have a move to the left. Juke is a nice one because it costs 0 energy. So we don't know. And three in any direction is. There's a good chance that'll take us out of any danger anyway. So we're gonna take that. So we're gonna be able to tank that hit. Boom. Boom. Temporary shields. Done. I am going to want to get out of the way of that missile because that does 3 damage. So, we're going to attack. Move. Done. So I'm going to risk it. Although I'll still be able to... I won't take that much damage. Multi-shot. And it worked out. Moved to the left, so we're good. Alright. Done and done. Although I'll... Multi-tap. Alright. Front-loaded blast. Attack for 4 damage at 3 fumes. So that's like an extra car. Blood Axis fan, shut the fuck up. Sorry. This is a nice stream. See, we're having a nice stream. This is a chill stream. Anyways. We're going to do Overdrive. Because Overdrive adds 1 damage to all attacks. Anyways. What on earth is that ship? It has so many guns. Hey, did you guys know there's a big bounty out for a ship with your registration number? We did not. Thanks for letting us know. No sweat. Well, we better be going on our way. No. Alright. Because there's other... Yeah, so this is a character ship. This part is brittle. It takes double damage from attacks. So, what I'm going to do... I'm going to move over twice. Shield Surge. Multi-shot. So we do 4 damage now. It takes twice as much for each hit. That. Another damage. Another shot. We'll be able to tank that. Okay, so Shield Surge. Or I should actually probably juke it out of here. There we go. That would have been very bad. I think this is too many cannons. I like the little in-battle combat too. It's very cute. Yeah, it is. It is very much like FTL, but more card-based, card-based and turn-based. So what I'm gonna do is block. Don't really know if I can do all that much. Yeah, I'm gonna take damage. So take 3. Yeah, I can't do that much. I'm gonna bank an evade. Alright, so I'm gonna punish him. I'm gonna do this. Repair. And then I will take 4 damage. Well, 3. See, that risk did not pay off. I am going to take quite a pounding. But we won. And we killed an innocent little thing. Ooh, barrage. That's a good one. It's like a move and attack. Alright. Now we've got this. Shield memory. Shield lasts between combats. That's good. If you end your turn with more than 0 energy, to gain 1 shield. Piercer. I'm going to do Piercer so we can get through the shields. 2 strong enemies in a row. There's a pirate hailing us. How can you tell they're a pirate? They have a big skull painted on their hull. Ah. Surrender and drop your shields or I'll drop them for you. No. Have it your way. The writing I would describe as very cute. Watch out, if this attack hits you, it'll also give you a status. I don't know what status that is, but... So, what I'm going to do now... Can't really do much else, so what I'm going to do is... Attack... Move... So we've got an asteroid field so that we can use that for our advantage. I accidentally hit that. Let's repair 1 more. Done. So we're gonna go. I think I'm gonna do a barrage, but doing it this way. And we'll take a damage. Alright. We're taking a lot of damage, so I'm going to do Scramble, Evade, and we'll only take 1. Overheat does do a damage once it hits the limit. So I'm not doing that well this run, sorry. Though this is 2 strong enemies in a row, and this is the first, like I don't have anything unlocked. So, we're going to attack. I'm going to see if we can survive. I don't think we will. Yeah. Although... Yep. Boom. This is not the end. So yes, I guess story or reasoning behind why we can do this, which I like how it incorporates into the roguelike aspect of the game, is that you're stuck in a time loop, so every time you die or win the game, you go back. So, let's try it again. I find the difficulty curve to be pretty... It's way more reasonable than FTL, where FTL starts out fairly easy, gets more and more difficult towards the end, and then the last boss is such an absurd ramp-up in difficulty, it kind of makes it feel like nothing that you did prior was actually worth it. Or it makes it so you kind of have to play play the absolute best for the whole rest of the game to have a chance at surviving the last boss. Whereas this one, it's a lot more of a stable difficulty curve. So every time we start, we get an option to an upgrade. So you can pick from. I'm gonna get an artifact, which we get 2 extra cards on the first turn, which isn't that good because we only have 3 energy, but we have all of our option. So what I'm gonna do to start with is this, done, shields. Gonna draw some cards so we can attack, done. The enemy has gained a status. You might want to hover over it and see what it does. So this one adds 1 damage to all attacks. Uh-oh. And we took damage on the first... The other thing in FTL is that I heard this before. It's that, you know, there's no real benefit to helping people in the game that if it doesn't have a direct benefit to you. You can only play about as miserly and as selfishly as possible, so there's only kind of one correct option. I'm not even paying attention. I'm getting destroyed again. All right. Yeah, I can lunge this time. Or just win. Okay, scoot. Instantly 3 to the right. Deflection, that's pretty good. I think I'm going to take that. I'm going to want to repair my ship. And again, the game is not as difficult as FTL at the end, so, like, you can at least, you know, make the decision of, okay, you go to the repair shop and get an upgrade, or you can fix your ship. Not, well, if you have to fix your ship, you're basically screwed for the whole run. I'm gonna want more movement, so do that, gain more shield. Alright, I don't think we can avoid this, so I'm gonna do that, add another one of that, so we can take 6, so we're gonna get 5 damage, so we'll be okay. Ugh, I need movement. Or let me do that. Lunge. Destroy the missile. Now, multi-shot. We're done. I like acid. It does... It basically puts the game on a timer. Or puts the combat on a timer so that you're... You know, the enemy is going to die no matter what. You just kind of have to hold out. So I think I'm going to take that. So, repair shop. Cleo, howdy, how's it going? Oh, you know, same old. What's this, loop 400 or something? 517. No, it'd be 518. Well, let's get you on your way. Can I get you anything? And you can also upgrade a card, and they each have one kind of upgrade option. So, if we do A, that will make the card cost less energy. If we do B, it does more damage. This will increase the shield capacity. This will just increase the shield itself. This will do 2 piercing damage. This one will do 3 attack. I am going to do multi-shot A. Rad. Alright, we don't know what's going to happen. Garbage Girl. Hey, your ship looks messed up. Let me fix you up real quick. I'm offering 2 types of repair right now. Regular and extra spicy. So, scrap armor. A single-use repair kit. The 10th time you're hit, when you have scrap armor, You get 2 max hull and heal to full. That's actually pretty good. I think I'm going to take it. Okay, all done. Bye. Bye. And now we can upgrade another card. Also, if you get too many cards, which does happen, you can have them remove it. I've never really done that, though. I'm going to see what else we can upgrade. I think I'm actually just going to get them to repair it because the extra hull only happens when you get hit, so I need to be able to get hit more times. So, now we get an artifact. Overcharger. Every 4th turn, gain an overdrive. Energy refund. You gain 1 energy every time you spend 3 plus energy playing a card. That actually might be good. I think I'm going to do overdrive, though, for the extra damage. And we're going to do a big enemy. So, fight me, says Drake. Here's the thing. Francis Drake was not a pirate, he was a privateer. There was a difference. So we're going to take damage, you can't really do anything. So we're going to do that, so we tank the hit. Deflection. We're protected by the asteroid. So, can we afford to do 3 shots? I think we can. Okay, so if we do this, we don't need to evade, we can just tank all the damage. Oh, that's the effect, yeah, that does excess heat. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that can exhaust it right now. And for most of the mechanics, there is a character that specializes in it. Like, there's a character that specializes in moving objects or launching drones. There's one that specializes in attacks that will build up heat, or, will build up heat. There's one that does stuff with, like, hacking and how you use your cards. It's really good. Alright. Do that. Another block shot. Best defense, well, no, the best defense is really a big shield. So, done. Front-loaded blast, select a memory, choose a card, and you can put it in your hand. Ooh. That might be good. Alright. Once per combat, when you lose hull, immediately heal 1. I don't even care about the other ones. Alright. Yeah, some artifacts are specific to different characters. We're getting a weird emergency signal. This says a friendly ship is under attack from themselves. Soggins. Hello, is this thing on? I made a big old mistake. My missiles. Please help. Could be fun. So, we help the Toad. So with this guy, he's going to shoot out. Please don't shoot, I'm not hostile. I often make the mistake of forgetting about that and immediately, okay, what does most damage? But it's like, no. What happens with him is he will just shoot out missiles for 5 turns, and you basically have to destroy them before they destroy his ship, because the missiles are shooting out backwards. And again, unlike FTL, it's actually fairly forgiving. So right now, I'm going to just shield and get an evade, so for if I need to move around. So, Barrage would have been good right now, but I think I lost that in the last run. So we got that. Unfortunately, he's going to take some damage. So that's an acid missile that does corrosion. Seeker can't miss unless you have a specific artifact for it. Now, unfortunately, I can't move and do anything right now. So I'm going to see if I can get a move. And unfortunately, I do, but I can't. It won't let me hit the... So really, I can't do anything. So, sorry, you're going to get hit. Alright. I'm gonna choose a card. I don't want that one. Fine. Actually, that'll work. Get rid of that. So we got that. I think that's the only one I can actually use. We're gonna win, but I wish I could have done better on this one. Yeah, unfortunately, that's all I'm able to do. So it's gonna take... Oh no, I think he's screwed. Yeah. Oh, no, he does escape. He doesn't get hit by the acid on the last one. Hey, I'm alive. I can't thank you enough, so I won't. Okay, fine. I offer you one treat. This hard drive I found earlier, which is a new card. This is a good one. That means it does 1 piercing damage, and it also causes all of their missiles and drones to hit backwards, which is really good. I think I'm gonna do that. I don't want a random one. Seeker, that does give you a missile, and this one does exhaust. I think I'm taking this one. All yours. Alright, another repair shop. Meowdy. Not in front of everyone, please. Can I get you anything? So let's upgrade our card. So this will have it be 2 turns, but usually they skip a turn before launching another missile. Or discard pile. Put it in your hand. That one would be good. This one does 3 damage. They do some good balancing in this game because you can't upgrade your card again, so you don't have any broken nonsense by the end. This will let us flip it so we can actually go in the other direction too. That might be good. I think I actually might do that because then we have more control over that movement. Okay. Now our first boss. Riggs, are you picking up any hostile ships on radar? No. Why? My sensors are going crazy over here. Let's see. No warp core signatures within a light year. Switching sensors to visual spectrum. Ah, big crystal. Huh? Big crystal. Here's our first boss. So rather than there just being one massive boss at the end of the game, like FTL, this one has like 2 smaller bosses and a larger boss at the end, which, again, I think is balanced a lot better and is less mean. So we're gonna get hit. Actually, we do that, we'll be fine. Do some damage, tank the hit. I really like the music in this game. If you guys could hear it, want to hear more, or want to hear it louder, let me know. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Can't really do anything. We'll be fine, though. Let's do... yeah, let's move over 1. Block that. Attack. Okay, we're gonna do... Unfortunately, they don't launch missiles, so... Alright, we will take 5 damage. Can't really move. I want the acid cannon, but... I think I'm going to do a lunge. So then we can get another shield, do that, and we'll be fine. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about that. We can lower the damage by 1. Do you guys like me streaming? Are you guys okay that I kind of do this more often now than the videos? I mean, I know the response video just isn't really the big thing anymore. I could do more streams on serious topics, though, like Dave does. Okay, we're gonna win next turn. Thankfully, we do heal pretty much to full after you beat the boss, so... There we go. And we get 3 extra shield, or max shield, so that's good. So... Outgoing. This will be applied to the enemy wherever they are, which is very good. Deals 1, so that's another corrosion. I think we're going to do that. And our artifact. Power diversion. Gain 1 energy every turn. All non-parry cards deal 1 less damage. So that would be minus damage for more energy. Thing is, I don't think that would be worth it. Because, yeah, our multi-attack would just not deal any damage, so... Genesis, gain 1 of 2 common artifacts, then gain 1 of 2, adds 3 of those. So it's basically... Yeah, I don't really understand this one, so let's get it so we can figure it out. Pick another artifact. Draw a card every time you miss. I think we're going to do that. We get a bunch of artifacts. I didn't know that. Premeditation. The start of combat, gain a glissade. Moves to the right. Oh, this is just extra movement. Stun charge. That will disable... If we attack a section of the ship with that, it'll disable that. So that actually should be good. Why are we getting all of these? Oh, I think it's because this is like the first run we've gotten to this so far. You can remove 2 cards. That's stupid. Every time you heal, heal 1 more. Nice. That's the first time you managed to beat that thing. Wait, really? How many times have we tried? You don't want to know. What even was it? If these readings are correct, I think it's some kind of time crystal. I've seen microscopic ones in the lab and in the Cobalt's particle accelerator. But never so large. Did the microscopic ones try to kill you? Not in a way that I was able to perceive, no. Let's keep moving. On to the next nebula. Entering new zone, Sapphire Cluster. The nav system is taking us through this lawless sector. This zone is full of pirates, thieves, and smugglers. Like the last one wasn't? Everyone should have their sidearms on them at all times in case we get boarded. Oh, hell yeah, do I get a gun? Everyone but you. Unfortunately, you don't get boarded in this like you do in FTL. Alright. Oh, this just kind of blocks up your, Thing is, having the draw more cards kind of cancels out that being bad. Although this completely removes it from the deck, so it's a one-time, like, issue. Alright, I'm gonna do multi-shot, block shot, and we already have a move, so let's just get another shield, and then we're gonna move out of the way. Corrosion beam. Just need to stall. Yeah, Dizzy's got it. Alright. I don't want to take damage, so I'm just gonna lynch. Yeah, my issue is just consistency. I really would love it if I just did something like this every week. I just don't know if I should do Wednesdays or Sundays. I don't have any energy. Okay. That's not good. We'll be okay, actually. No, I don't have that. So we'll just do 2 damage instead. There you go. Multi-shot A. There we go. Got that overdrive. And if we do a lunge A, we will win. Ayo! Alright, we already have an acid cannon, so let's do a Feint. That gives us more movement. So that should be good. To unknown. From Sunshine Heavy Industries, Ren. Howdy, did you know that we're running an upcycling program here? We're turning old unwanted junk into new unwanted junk. So, place a card with a random rarer card. I think we're going to do that. So, I want to get rid of one of the basic shots. And that's a barrage. Alright, nice. Good look out there. So, got that. Woken from sleep mode. Who are we actually fighting and why? This part has armor. It takes 1 less damage from attacks. So, what I can do is, because I've got that, I don't have any energy, so I'm kind of screwed. This is why I need to read. Yeah, Arjun says Suzerain is a really good game. Yeah, I played a little of it. I need to play more of it, though. Alright, I think I'm going to do a lunge. I meant to go the other way. Rip. Okay, it's going to shoot out something. And, Space Mine, if you attack the mine, you take the damage. So let's do that. Let's shield up. Should have done that a while ago. See, they take damage now. So, what I'm going to do is attack. See if we can get some movement. Unfortunately, no. But, since they're at 1 health anyway, we win. Alright. Extra battery, gain 2 energy. That could be good for a one-time use thing. Snoot. So, I'm going to use it now to get up that movement. So we've disabled their missiles. So now we're safe. We still have a movement left. Alright, let's do that. And then we can get out of the way and do another damage. Alright, get you acid. And if we do 2, yeah, I'm going to move over 1 and then do that. So now we are going to be perfectly safe. Love another barrage. But now I can do this. Oh. I'm stupid. It's when the next time their missiles shoot. Okay, I'm kind of screwed. I can't move. Let's do some damage and do the shield surge so we at least can negate some of that. But, hey, now their much weaker missiles are now going to shoot backwards, and we're going to do barrage on them. And mid-row objects do first, so we actually should be fine because of that. I don't want another acid cannon, but I should. That does 4 damage. Let's do that. Alright, Dahlia. Hope y'all are ready for a bruising. Yeah, let's do more attacks. Draw another card. No, I can't do that. Let's buy some of that. Done. Alright. Next time they attack, their missile's gonna... Let's destroy that missile. Disable that gun. The missile's gonna fire backwards next time. Get some shield. Let's do our acid cannon. We can tank the shot. We can't move, so... And we don't have any energy left either. So, screw you. We're gonna do another damage. Let's choose something from our pile so we can just heal up. Shield surge, done. So we did take damage, but we should be okay. Next move will fail, so can't really move. So let's see if we can get... We can at least get some shield. And we can disable their next missile. We're going to take damage, though. But I think we... Yeah. Done. We've murdered another helpless mammal. Stun shot, so it's another stun. I think I'm going to take that. And gain 1 energy. Sharp edges. Every time you discard pile is shuffled back. The enemy loses a hull. Caps at 3 damage per turn. I think I'm going to do energy refund. Thankfully, there's no limit on how many artifacts you can get. Watch out, if this attacks you, it'll also give you a card. Where there's no ship part here. It's empty. Shots fired at it will miss. So... let's start with a corrosion beam. Let's make it quick. I skipped lunch. So, gain shield. We're going to make sure we don't... Oh. I thought we had another energy. Oh well. So, that means when we draw this card, it will give us 1 less energy. So, we're going to avoid that. So because we have that, now we can discard them. And do that, we should take 1 damage, unfortunately. It's gonna shoot out another missile, so let's get rid of that. I need more shield. Alright, that's all we get. Now their seeker missile is going to attack them. Notice it turns so so it will follow you. Let's do that. We cannot do that. I'm used to like my my other runs where I have a lot more options and usually more energy, especially because of the characters I have unlocked. So they've done this. Unfortunately, they don't die this turn, but they will next turn. So, we win. Pick a card. That actually seems pretty good. Oh boy, there's an offshoot of the crystal. Okay, so we got that. Let's get more shield. Okay, we're gonna be good. Let's do 3 right now. So we got that. Let's do an extra battery so we can get that while we have the overdrive. Let's take another card. Do you have anything that has 2? No. Okay. Alright, that was a pretty good turn. So we'll have that pierce, do that, do that. I can't really move into a good spot, unfortunately. I don't want to risk it, so. payback. Whenever the ship is hit, it immediately shoots at a 1 damage attack. Does that apply to us or them? I think I'm going to do an evasive shot. Armored Bay, that gives our Shield Bay armor, which helps us out a little bit. Caffeine Rush. Every time your discard pile is shuffled back into your draw pile, gain 1 evade. I think we're going to do that. Salutations. What are salutations? Can I get you anything? Yeah, we're going to just prepare. So I think we're at the end of this sector now. Yep. And this is... I'm being hailed by a pirate in a cruiser-class warship. Hey, hi, hello? Oh boy. What is it? Put it on screen so we can all see. Sure, hey, it's you. Huh? I used to be so soft. This should be easy. So we're evil. We're fighting evil rigs. So that part is weak. It takes 1 more damage, so it's not brittle. That part's concussable. Any shot will cancel its turn. So, I want to avoid damage. I don't want to hit that because I don't really have anything that can do that. Sorry, the wind is picking up, but it's hot in my room, so I want to keep the windows open. So we're going to do that. Alright, do that. I should have moved, but... Let's do that, see if we can get a block. Okay, not too bad. Alright, that actually should be good. Yeah, we'll do the barrage. That'll completely negate that. 1 lunge, and we'll only take 1 damage. Let's do corrosion beam, because we got the extra battery. Then do I wish this could flip, but... Alright, so yeah, pretty good on that. Block shot, and shield surge. Alright. 5 damage. And an extra thing. I think I'm gonna risk that. Because then we get that. And well, I'm gonna be hit by a missile either way, so I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, we'll be able to take it. Yeah, the trick is just remembering the order of everything in the game. So we've now shut that off. Get another... Oh jeez, it is windy out. Sorry about that. Okay, they're not doing the missiles next time. Let's do that. Block shot. Let's draw another feint, just so we can get the extra shield. Yeah, that's worth it. Alright, we're gonna take that. Block that damage. Do that. And then we should win next turn. There you go. I'll play for another little bit. I might actually finish this run. So, gain evade every turn. So if I get that early, that's really good. This parry, that's a good one too. So if they're doing a huge amount of damage, then I could just say, screw you, I get to do that too. Demon Thrusters, gain 1 evade every turn. You can't have more than 3. Every 10th time you draw a card, gain 1 energy. I think I'm gonna do that. Huh, that was interesting. Yeah. You good? Yeah. I could pilot the ship for a while if you need a break. No, really, it's fine. I'm fine. It's just... She really was me. Perry, tell me honestly. Do you think I'd look cool in a black jacket like that? And her purple eyeliner, so cool. Why, of course I do. She really was me. Perry, tell me honestly. Do you think I'd look cool in a black jacket like that? And her purple eyeliner, so cool. Why, of course I do. Riggs is adorable. Riggs. So, next sector. Yeah, Into the Breach is really good too. What is that? It's the same energy as the Cobalt's warp drive, but without containment shielding. And energy levels that shouldn't be possible. It's pretty. Let's go kill it. Is that our plan? Alright, since we have the overdrive now, I think I'm just going to do that, and we can get the extra battery, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do extra energy. We're going to... Oh my goodness, I am sorry about the wind. Let me close my window, give me 1 minute. Sorry about that. So yeah, we're gonna do corrosion beam, and then faint to here, and then one movement, and we are good. Okay, so if they want to do that, I can do 4 damage to them because it's a combined, which against a boss would be is really good. So yeah, we're gonna do face of shot so we can escape again. Do that. Build some of that up, so now we're good. My dream game, Merchant Maker, since you're asking, like, are there any ideas or settings you'd like to see explored in the game, or maybe some mechanic that we expand upon? I would love a railroad, like, simulator game, kind of like Railroad Tycoon or Railway Empire, but set in, like, a steampunk setting. And having kind of RPG elements, maybe almost like this, but not like a turn-based thing, where, like, I had thought about this. It's like you have a kind of a steampunk fantasy setting where there is a storyline, but you still have a lot of freedom of how you can lay out your railroad, and all the decisions you can make in the tech tree and everything. But, like, it could be like, oh, hey, your railway is in this country and it's going to declare war on this one, and you could either make a business deal with either country to, like, transport soldiers and weapons on their trains, or have them transport their weapons and soldiers on your trains, or, like, you could stay out of it, and it would affect the storyline of, like, who wins the war and all that. I also, like, my autism won't let me be okay with, like, the weird historical impossibilities in some of this, even though I do like, Hearts of Iron or European Universalis. I think I would love one in just kind of a fun steampunk setting without, like, real-world trains. That would be cool. Okay, we're going to move in 1. Oh, we have to move in 2. Oh, well. Acid Cannon, because I live on the edge. Let's choose one of these. Lunge, so we can just move out, and we're good. I had an idea a while ago that it's a business sim, but you're running a secret conspiracy. That would be fun. Like, it could be like maybe like a mafia simulator, where it's like you're running the organization and you have to kind of manage, like, bribing the police and, like, running having businesses that are legitimate businesses that are a front. Okay, let's do that. Do that for a full shields. And that is how it is done. Another multi-shot might be good. Quick thinking, I think we're going to do that. Okay, let's upgrade a card. Good afternoon. Is it? Can I get you anything? I kind of like how he said that, because it could either mean, is it a good afternoon, or is it a good afternoon, or is it afternoon? And you gain 1 energy the next turn. That might be good too. So this is just a wherever they are. I think I'm going to do Corrosion Beam 2. Even though really Corrosion isn't the best, I like it. I like acid builds in games. I have not seen this character. Dillion. It's a gator. That's a gator. I need to hug it. We meet again. We do? Revenge will be mine. I do wish that if you hover over their profiles, they also kind of gave you a brief rundown of who they are. Be a cute little extra story or world building stuff. It will? What did we do? I don't remember. Okay, this is going to do something. No problems, we've got options. Okay. I'm gonna move over one. Do that. Get 3 of those, so he's not gonna do anything. Refund just kicked in. And yeah, I think some of this stuff builds throughout multiple combats, like getting an energy or doing something every card you draw, so. Alright, we can do that. We get some of this trash out of here, maybe. So, I'm just gonna stop them from firing. Let's draw 3 more cards. Do that. Stun them. And then do another. Get some shield. Do 6 damage. We can't. I won't win yet, so. Oh, we're still gonna take 5 damage. Shoots. Oh, shit. Okay. All the effects equals that. Next turn, I think we're gonna win. Oh! Oh, that's what happens. Well, eat my acid cannon, bitch. Okay, we can do Whiplash, or we can do Fleetfoot. Whenever you move 2 farther, lose us at the end of your turn. Ooh, that might be good. I think I want more damage, though. No, I think I'm going to do the Fleetfoot. Also, you don't have to take a card, which is good. So the ship is damaging itself. Destroy. Okay, I'm going to do a stun shot. Lock shots. Oh, yeah, that's armored. Okay, maybe the armored point was the best target. True, true. Let's just get some shield. And then get some cards and see if I have anything. Nope. Okay, I need to move out of the way on that, so. I can't really do anything. Yeah, let's get out of here. Block. I need shield. I don't need any of these cards. Okay, so we got that. Big hit. That's what I'm talking about. That extra battery, do that. There we go. Maybe I should have. Okay, we can move over here. Do more corrosion damage on them. Screw it, we're doing it. We're doing it. And we can move. I think if we do that. So we're going to do 5 damage as opposed to that, but really gonna be hurting if we do that, so I can't move. So I really don't have any other choice, unfortunately. Now he's gonna die in the next turn, but his acid doesn't kick in until then. Okay. Rev the engines. Draw 2 cards. Fresh interval. Gain an extra energy. I think that's a good one. Shield reserves. Gain 2 max shield on pickup. All of Dizzy's cards. Deal 1 damage. I think I'm going to do shield reserves. Ah, I need to repair. Bet you won't let us shuffle all your ship parts? Don't. We do gain max hull if we do this, and it just kind of shuffles around our ship, so... Alright. New thing. Now our cannon is at the far right of the ship. I think we gained something. The Daka Drum. Every 5 cards you gain a chip shot, so it's a free 1 damage. Smith, stay out of this sector. Huh? Why? The messed up ship, that glowing asteroid thing, it's gotta have some kind of exotic tech, and it's gonna be mine. Oh, good to know. Enemy's going to give you a card that this cannot be dodged. Get ready. Alright. See, now I gotta figure out how to navigate this new ship. So, do that. It's gonna block that. And we are not going to take any damage. But we are getting fumes, which is just like a filler garbage. I do that. Do that. So eat my dust. Okay, can we move one? Yeah, we can do that. And now we have one, the bite. Pick a card, button mash. Block up to get another shield, get 4 shield, move left, and then get that. That is a good sorry. We're screwed button, so let's do that. Alright, our last mini boss. There's a weak repeating signal coming from inside this asteroid. This is not a place of honor. No highly esteemed deed is commemorated here. This message is a warning about danger. Wow, a warning left by a dead civilization. They fear their own creation enough to seal it away here for eons. A haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the hubris of the living. Let's get digging. Oh, it's a relic part. Yeah, this thing will awaken. Ready to go. So let's start with our acid cannon. Yeah, that's what it does. Back up, reverse. Alright, and then that's all we can do. So we're going to not take any damage. But what it is going to do is going to do more damage. So let's... And we have limited space on this, so... That's not good. We can move over 2 to get our shields up. Let's see if we can get another shield. We at least can... Yeah, we'll be fine. We can... Yeah, we can block that. We can stop that from happening, so... Okay. Yeah, see, they can't move, so... We're at least going to block the worst of it. Do another thing and get that. I should have moved over one. Oh well. And then we can... Just go through there. Yeah, we'll be okay. Yeah, man, that stun shot's really helped us, though. So, acid cannon, stun that, and now we've taken him down. More overpower. Second opinions, draw 1 card of each color. I think I'm going to do overpower. And then jumper cables. At the start of every combat, gain temporary shield equal to your missing hull. Right now, that's really good. I still might get my ship repaired though, so Although I think that will do all of it, so we might actually just want to do... Yeah, what's... Yeah, we can upgrade this to get an extra shield. Capacity, I think we're doing that. So that's our final upgrade. Now here, we are at the end of the game. So it's a much shorter run than FTL as well, but is this our final waypoint? This is. The Cobalt is embedded in that singularity. Are we ready? Don't look so nervous, guys. Hey, Cat, how many times have we been here before? 0. Oh, you guys will do great. Good luck in there. What do you mean? We can't fight the Cobalt. Well, it's inside that singularity. Someone needs to bring it out. I'm uploading myself to the Cobalt now. Bye. Well, hold on. There's probably some other way to accomplish that. She's already gone. Okay, so we're first going to attack. Disable that. I'm going to get that. Do that. Boom. More shield. Okay, not a bad start. So, evasive shot. So if is it gonna do any missiles? No, we are gonna get some get a card. So, okay. Gosh, this ship's missiles will all launch backwards. Fortunately, they don't have missiles. Oh, that's why I should have gotten my ship repaired, because the temporary hull only lasts 1 turn. Oh well. Do you know what that means? It's time to button mash. And do that. And we are fully out of danger. Alright, good on us here. Maybe we can tank the shot. Yeah, we can spend that, get that. Want to hit him with acid. So if we do that. Alright, I want to see if the... No, we don't have enough energy for that. I think I want to evade. I'm going to do Corrosion Beam. Yeah, that doesn't count as an attack. Alright, what else can we do? How much should we get? Extra shields? Nope. Ha! Joke's on you, we meant to miss. Alright, come on. I can end this stream on a high note. Alright. Can I get an overdrive? No. I can do that at least. Okay, let's hit him with that cannon. Do that. And then do one more chip damage. And be safe again. Okay, this is actually turning out to be a good first run. Well, second run. So, this is what I meant. Parry, watch this. Boom! So let's get the temporary shields. I think we're good. So if we do that, yeah, we're going to win the next turn. So I think we're good. Do that, disable that. And make one more final shot, and we are done. For now. If you win, you get access to new memory, so... What's happening? Systems report. The Cobalt went critical. We're exposed to the core singularity. Are all the emergency blast doors closed? Yes, but we can't sustain this. The hull is literally melting. Come on, man. We built the Cobalt. What else were we supposed to do? Hello. Who is hailing us? Identify yourselves. Yeah, make it snappy. We have like 30 seconds left. Max. Hello, broken ones. your poor, shattered time streams. I can help you, but there are other souls tangled in this time knot. You mean Isaac and Max? And two others. Now, who shall I repair first? So yeah, you get memories. So we're going to start with Dizzy. I have questions. I will hear them. This time leap, do you know how to get out? Yes. Can you let us out? If you leave right now, you will be destroyed. Your timelines are too fragile to cross the boundary. Boundary? Are we in some kind of pocket universe? Ah, you must be the clever one. Aw, thanks. Hey, wait a minute, that wasn't an answer. So I guess we're trapped in a universe and we have to get all this to get out. So yeah, we have the 6 characters we can play as. And there's a secret, I think, last character. I haven't unlocked them yet. Future memory. Alright. So, that is Cobalt Core. I think we're done with this. How do I get out of here? Oh. Now I don't remember what to do. Of how to get out of this. So, T minus... Oh. Chat. I thought this just replayed the thing, the conversation. So, basically, focus 3 particle beams into the crystal sample. Cool. This emits a burst of all kinds of subatomic particles and a controllable space-time distortion around the core, which... Hold on, I'm trying to write all this down. Oh, don't bother. The physics don't matter for a drone operator. It matters to me if I'm going to be a participant in a giant explosion. That's fair. There's only a tiny chance of that, though. Oh, good. Tons of cool science I wish I could do. With this if we're careful, but Perry won't let me. Perry sounds very smart. The important thing is, you don't want to be in the reactor core when it's active. I definitely don't. You should write that one down. Don't go inside the particle accelerator. I'm wondering what happened. Alright, so we can continue. So yeah, it took us a little under... It's about an hour? A little under an hour for a run. You can also get it much faster than that. That's how many damage we took. Difficulty normal. And again, unlike FTL, normal isn't, like, frustratingly hard, especially for a first time playing it. Here's the progress we've made. So now that we've won, we have unlocked a new character, Isaac. Your engineer, his cards will create and manipulate field mid-row objects like drones and missiles. So now we can play as him. But yes, thank you for joining me. I would like to do Sundays more. Maybe. I will definitely try and do one every week. I do have some more serious stuff I can talk about, or maybe I can make some short videos, but God bless. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.